Alright, so this is factoring for precal. So this is, so this is just some factoring stuff. And we're going to get this to where you have two parentheses, so I always try to put that first, just to show that we're going to have that there, and whatever this letter is, we're going to put that here and here. And also I want to make a note that for you to factor this way, so I'm going to focus it, for you to factor this way, it has to be one that has the square term with a 1 in front, right? So if you notice all of these, there's no coefficient in the front of them, right? So the way that I'm going to show you how to factor, it only works for ones where there's no number in the front of the x squared term or the variable square term. Okay, so the way that we factor this is we put a little chart here, like a little t-chart. And what you're going to do with that t-chart is you're going to put your c value here and your b value here. So this is your a value, this is your b value, this is your c value. So the last value goes here, and take that sign with you. If it's a positive 8, then you put it as positive 8. If it's a minus 8, then you put it as negative 8. Your b value you're going to put over here, so that's going to be this number here, so positive 9. And so at this point I'm thinking of what are some factors of 8 that are going to add up to 9. So we're going to put here factors add to 9. Factors of 8 that add to 9. Okay? Alright, so let's try to figure out what this is. So let's think of some factors of 8, positive 8. So you could have positive 4 times positive 2. You could have negative 4 times negative 2. That would also give you positive 8. You could have 8 times 1. You could have negative 8 times negative 1. Right? The one that works is going to be this one. 8 plus 1 is positive 9. None of these other ones would work. 4 plus 2 is 6. Negative 4 plus negative 2 would be negative 6. Negative 8 plus negative 1 would be negative 9. So the one that works is this one. Okay, so we've figured out what the factors are. So those two numbers are going to go into these parentheses. And since the 8 is positive, it's going to be plus 8 in this one. And since the 1 is positive, it's going to be plus 1 in this one. And that is your answer. That's your factoring for your polynomial. Okay, so let's try to do another one. So let's do number 2. So number 2, this is my A, my B, my C value. I'm going to make my little t-chart. My C value is a positive 42. My B value is a negative 13. Let's think of some factors of 42. Positive 42, you could have 6 times 7. You could have negative 6 times negative 7. You could have 21 times 2. You could have negative 21 times negative 2. The one that works here is going to be the negative 6 and the negative 7. If you add those together, that gives you negative 13. So in my little factor parentheses here, my V goes in the first place, and then these are going to be my two other numbers in here. So negative 6 here and negative 7 here, or minus 6, minus 7. Okay, so that's easy enough. Let's go down to some of these with multiple variables in them. So for example, if you look at 11, you've got an A, but then you also got a B here, the B squared. So notice this is kind of a pattern. So you'll have like an A squared or some variable squared, and then you'll have the two types of variables together just to the power of 1, and then you'll have that other variable squared at the last with the last one. Okay, this is what happens when you have two binomials getting multiplied where this variable is in the front, like we did on the other ones, but then the factor that you find that goes in these two places, these are going to have the b attached to them as well. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and set that up, and then we're going to do our t-chart again. So this is my a value, my b value, my c value. My c goes here, my b goes here. My c value is positive 70. My b value is negative 17. I need to find factors of 70 that add up to negative 17. Some factors of 70 would be 7 and 10, negative 7 and negative 10, 35 and 2, negative 35 and 2, negative 2. The one that works is obviously going to be the negative 7 and the negative 10. That's going to add up to negative 17. So my factored binomial here is going to be a minus 7b and a minus 10b. Alright, because these are the numbers that you put in there. Okay, so let's do another one like that. So similarly on this one you have x squared here, and then you have the y squared on the end. So this is going to be an x here, a y on the end, and a y on the end. And then we're going to do our t-chart again. I'm going to put c here, b here. This is my a value, this is my b value, this is my c value. A is the coefficient in front of the x squared, b is the coefficient in front of the middle one, and c is the coefficient in front of that last number. So my c value is positive 64, my b value is positive 16. Some factors of 64 would be 8 times 8, negative 8 times negative 8. The one that works though is going to be the positive, no, take that back. 8 plus 8 is not 16. No, wait. Yeah, that is 16. Say 16. Yeah, so that is right. Okay. So it'll be either 8 plus 8. So this is going to be positive 8y, positive 8y. Okay. So hopefully you kind of got the hang of that. If you didn't, just go back, re-look at some of the examples that I did. You should be able, with this information, to do Tuesday and Wednesday's assignments. So you should definitely try to do that because you're kind of behind. You were absent a few days, so we need to try to get at least like 2 pages done a day if possible. So go ahead and try to do that. And if you need anything, just send me an email. It'll be michelle.briggs@daytonisd.net. Okay, so that's going to be this. Okay, but I really don't think that you would need any help, but if you do, don't hesitate to email me and I'll try to email you back. Alright, thanks. Bye.